No interest in that. ITCI. Buyouts, I'm not interested in that either. We have EONR. Do a dead cat bounce there. Not interested in that either. So that looks like that's gonna be it for our leading gappers list. And the last thing I like doing is going to our MMU popular stocks, which all you guys have access to, and then search for the popular stocks. This bot has the ability of browsing through over 20,000 Discord chat rooms and boiling down a list of which are the tickets that are mostly mentioned. We have SLRX, and this is just like a nice little check for you to see if you did your homework correctly. SLRX we have, NVIDIA we don't because it's a large cap. PHIO, what is this? Then you ask the question, why are people talking about it? Okay, never mind, we do have it. PHIO, EONR, I think I skipped, right? EONR? Yeah, I skipped this dead cat bounce. I guess people are talking about it. People are talking about Tesla because it's dipping today, Bitcoin dipping. I think the SPY is dipping as well. We have VRME and KAN. VRME, do have this one approaching to that continuation pivot 350. That's good. And then people are also talking about KAN, EDYN, HEB. Nothing there. So I guess this is the list, right? Main watchers, obviously SLRX. I'm sure that a penny stock is going to sneak by and put in some sort of a move. But SLRX and PHIO will be the main watchers. And everything else, I'm looking for it to hold levels first. For example, we have to break it hold 7 for me to pay attention to the breakout of 750 and the breakout of 940. This, I mean, this is pretty much in play already because it's so close to that daily continuation pivot at 350. I'll be watching this at the open as well. And then for this doesn't look obvious enough just yet. So top 3 SLRX, ERME, about to break 250 there, and PHIO. I'm gonna be posting the game plan. I'm gonna type down the game plan 15 minutes into the open, and I assume RT is gonna be joining us shortly.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm just enjoying the show, man.
Oh, nice. So yeah, RT's here, so I'm gonna let him take the show. And obviously my stream is gonna stay up. RT's stream is up as well. There's actually a way to watch 2 streams at the same time, but then you're gonna be using 2 monitors. But if anybody's interested in doing that, let me know.
Yes, sir, mighty. We appreciate it, brother. We appreciate that
Sure.
beautiful opening there. So as usual, as I'm coming in, and I've been listening on. I do have the watch list here as well. I'm gonna of course reiterate some of the things here. We also have the YouTube audience tuning in, so good morning to those people on that side. Uh, I'll upload the watch list here, and I'm gonna reiterate some of those key levels, especially on the daily chart, and get myself situated here for the open. We do have 15 minutes. For those of you who in the chat room do feel pretty comfortable about where you are trend line wise, of course you guys can go on cruise control up until the bell. But for everybody else who might now be tuning in, let's get to it. So I'm also gonna post this here to the open chat for those people hanging out in there. I don't know what it is, but I just woke up today and it just feels like it's gonna be a 10K day. You guys know me. Positive attitude, positive mindset, always. I'll never wake up and say I feel like I'm just gonna be red and just lose everything. Like that's just madness. It's chaos. But because we have a strategy that works, a strategy that's, you know, continuously over time proving itself, I feel very confident to say things like that. And I want to make sure that people know that it's not like arrogance, but just confidence in the strategy and my abilities to be disciplined. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to being disciplined, and I like to pride myself and push myself to the edge. So yeah, coming back to the watch list, SLRX, of course, looking very good, stair stepping up. This stock hasn't really had much rest, which is fine. But in my experience, a lot of the times when we're very aggressive towards highs, we tend to see more of a pullback into the open rather than that quick and continued move. So while there's a chance, I think the percentage of this one going right away is a little less. But I will say it does have this pullback here over the last 15 minutes, so that's better than nothing for sure. 720, of course, as Marcelo mentioned, a huge level going back to a few weeks ago. Definitely an area to keep in mind and keep on watch, because if it is strong, more than likely that'll be our target, and that's where a lot of short sellers might look to be aggressive again. There are some other daily levels other than that, around like 630s and again 728, but definitely 720 standing out as a day to keep an eye on. It is good that we are far above the 200 EMA, so this is the type of stock that I usually like to play by ear, meaning, can we see that next 25, 50 cent move, and then so forth and so forth. Can we get up to 556 and so on? So SLRX, I think, will definitely be my main stock coming into the open. Something that we all want to remember is to keep our share size, keep an eye on our share size, meaning if you're looking to start, some people have different game plans. If you're looking to start aggressive or slow, make sure your share size is appropriate for what you're trying to do early. I always like to start a little slower because the open sometimes, unless there's a very, very obvious opening surge, sometimes it's pretty difficult to determine which one will be the strong one. And I'm going to add VRME to my list here. It looks like continuation. Save it in my recents. 350, just quickly here, 350 was the high a few days ago. So VRME, just in case this one happens to be strong into the opening bell. But yeah, coming back to PHIO, which is one of the other hot stocks, it seems like we're back over stocks being up 100%, which is a good sign. We're very blessed to be seeing these type of opportunities. Before the pandemic, usually a stock would be up 40% at the highs in pre-market. It was rare to see 60, 70%. Now, after all of this inflation and new money and more liquidity, it seems like a stock being up 100% in pre-market might just be a normal thing. And especially when we think about how pre-market works with volume and how easy, and I'm using the word easy loosely here or lightly, how easy it is for a stock to go up 100%, meaning a stock like, and this one did start off like from we can go from $1 to $2 in pre-market like that, like nothing. So I don't know, I think this might just be our new norm, or like seeing stocks up this aggressively, and it's a good sign for liquidity and volatility, of course, which, as we know, that's what the strategy relies on, especially for those of us who are really, really hyper scalping. There's still a few traders out, or not a few, still a majority of traders who will only take a few trades a day, 5, 10 trades. For us, we're taking 50 trades, 100 trades, sometimes maybe 500 trades. My highest day was like 600, 700 trades. So the more the stocks can move up and down, the more of an opportunity I can potentially get on a given day. So all this liquidity is definitely a good sign and good news for the strategy. PHIO, of course, again over 520. because we do have the 200 EMA there, which is a very widely respected level in the small cap land. But other than that, we do have some room to the upside before major resistance, which may come around 940. And other than that, we had some candlesticks with some really big moves, but they're somewhat out of the picture, right? For example, back in 2023, October, we went from 14 to 29 in one day. But we're down here, $3. We're not going to worry about a level like that, at least not yet. But if this stock goes to $30 today, would I be surprised? No. This is the stock market. And whilst we don't know which one is going to be strong and how far it'll go, what we do know is that there's going to be opportunities. And if a move does end up being irrational, like the $30 from $3, then that's of course perfectly fine, right? We understand what the market is, and vice versa. If the stocks just sell off completely, also the same thing, right? We have to then stay away, utilize our discipline, understand that the strategy is weak for what we look for, and then move on. So ATPC, to brush up on this one here, looks decent. 70% move, 37 million shares volume. The 200 EMA here is at 865, which is a little bit of a ways away, and that's good. The further away the obvious resistance, the better. And there are some daily levels that is worth keeping an eye on here. So let's see. I have a couple. I have 350. And this, if you guys are to check out the daily chart here going back. Let's see, can I get this? Okay, there we go. So I'm looking at my daily chart. There's a few levels here. Let's see. There's $3 and then there's 350, as in like very close proximity. $350, and these are like topping wicks. So this one's moved up quite a bit in the last like few months. We've had multiple days where it's like pushed up a little bit and then had trouble. Doesn't always mean that the stock will be weak and have resistance, because there's days where we just will rip through all these trend lines. But we'll see how this one goes. ATPC, and again, those are our top three here coming into the open. So it's 9:23. Just a quick reminder to start up your screen recordings. As you guys know, rewatching your screens is one of the best ways to improve, because it gives you that third person's perspective, as if you're a coach on the sideline of a game, and you can go back and see all the mistakes you've made. You can check your formation. You can see what plays worked, what didn't work, get a bit of a better understanding of the market sentiment. And our reference is always the strategy, right? Our reference is the strategy, the fundamentals of the strategy, buying in areas where there's low risk, high reward, positioning ourselves within the patterns with that context. Hey, we're having ABCD. Where is the place that's most likely to give a safe entry with a positive reward, right? Risk to reward ratio aspect. And so we're continuously positioning ourselves over and over based off of those circumstances. And when you go back, you can see on a day where maybe you made a mistake, you bought too high, it becomes more obvious, rather than all you know is that you started trading and the day has ended at 4 p.m. and there was just an hour, 2 or 3 or 4 of, just a bunch of stuff that you can't remember, right? So watching over your screens is always a good idea, even if it's just for 15 minutes on a day. At the end of the day, 20 minutes, whatever time you have, is always good. For those people on the side of YouTube and Facebook, I do ask you guys to hit the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. If you're a new viewer, also consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get rocking and rolling. John B. John B got banned months ago, man. Too much nonsense. You know, sometimes I get pretty loose and just let people do what they want in terms of just commenting. But at the end of the day, I have to always like come back to my roots of tightening up and cleaning out the community, because sometimes there's just some bad apples, and there's people who sadly just feed off of negativity, right? We're not here to bash each other's trading and like come on, man. Like that stuff is ridiculous. We're here to learn, motivate each other, push each other, and become better traders. And hopefully better individuals too, because we learn a lot about ourselves from trading. So, with about 5 minutes to go, or 3 minutes to go, rather, first thing I'm going to do is grab a bottle of water. I do have to adjust my settings here. Hold on. Let's see. My mini Sapporo, which is like an adapter for my screens to help me hook up extra monitors. I have no idea what happened to that thing. So, one of my monitors are down, which is a bit of a problem here. So I mean, maybe I have to buy a new mini Sapporo. But I'll grab a bottle of water, and we have 2 minutes 30 seconds. Yep, as you guys are tuning in, hit that thumbs up. We got about 2 minutes here watching SLRX. So to zoom in with a micro, what are these things called? A magnifying glass. I think PHIO is the best one to watch at right now. We could see an opening surge here. I'm not against taking the trade, of course, as long as it makes sense. Other than that, looking forward to a disciplined day. Today, I do want to stick around a little longer towards 11:30, 12 p.m. So let's see what we get here. What will it be? You hit your half your max loss in 20 minutes. I mean, it happens. It doesn't mean that the rest of the day is going to be bad. So I'd say, continue to stay focused. Don't allow yourself to get frustrated. These things happen, right? My first trade sometimes, even with small size, could put me at max loss just to start a day in a bad flush. Doesn't mean that it's a bad day per se, right? So just stay focused and, look for the opportunities that you know and love. For those of you tuning in on YouTube, be sure to hit that thumbs up as we're getting ready for the opening bell. 30 seconds and counting. PHIO, the one that I'm watching, our highs are 430. Seems a little active here. We'll see how it does. PHIO. Here we go. It's actually a pretty good opening search. Not bad. But are we going to hold up?
UCIB.
My goodness. Wow, that's pretty good. 70 for our highs. Are we going to do... I don't think I got the best fill. Unless it's failing, which it might be failing. It's giving back all the progress. Well, that opening search turned out to be pretty good.
AIRS CMTL
Right now, I'm waiting on my insurance card to arrive in the mail. The very first thing I have to do is go to the doctor here. SLRX, also a nice move up. Oh. I'm a little early on that dip. Oh my gosh. Everything is Christmas tree here. Okay. Cool. PHIO though is curling back up. 11 by 50. Here we go. Bit of a slower start here for me. Bit of a slower start. Highs at 92. 92 for highs. 92.
UCIB BDCZ
Right now, I'm just waiting a little bit. Waiting. How are we gonna do here? There is resistance here, so it's a little tricky towards the high. Will I be able to get through? Not quite. Time 36. It's definitely trying. It's fighting here. But losing the battle. Losing the battle. Mm.
XTIA.
The resistance up there is definitely present, right? So I'm just waiting, still waiting. SLRX halting up. Nice.
SLRX.
This one could be on the backside already here.
ATCH.
But we'll see. It just depends on if it does pull back, we'll see if it holds up. It might already be finished. But what we need is the 3-bar play on the 5-minute chart. Here's some new lows. What's it gonna be?
BDCZ.
And resumption should be 44.18. Mm-mm.
AIRS. CMTL.
What's the time? So we got 3 minutes to that resumption. Again, this could already be backside. If the 5 minute candle doesn't hold, the 5 minute chart doesn't hold, we're in the slums. Resumption coming up soon. 44.18. 44.18. $68, instant rejection. So there's another 2 minutes. Bit of a slow start to the day, which could have been avoided. Could have been avoided.
XTIA.
And then resumption, another minute. I'll probably have to trade that off screen. I'll probably trade the resumption. Off screen. Man. Okay.
CMTL.
Actually, let's pull it up. SLRX. Not 498. We got 20 seconds.
SLRX.
Oh, I didn't make anything there, sadly. Somehow. Mm,
ATCH.
I'm gonna ease off and wait. What was that? 47 it's saying for highs. It's like it's trying to go, but then it's not. And then it's back down. It's a little choppy. The other one is also failing. I think we got some higher fills early.
XTIA.
Wow.
LATG.
That's not good. All right, I see. I'm gonna attempt, but gotta watch out. Two minutes. 2 minutes left in the 5-minute candle. Instant rejection.
CMTL.
Mm, Kind of getting chopped out here. And then there's a spread on this one, so feels a little rough. Just a little rough. This is just that's it. Maybe that's it. Looks like that might be it. Well, we're not seeing any follow through today, and that's the first thing. Nothing is holding up and going. We're seeing a move, but then the move is like short-lived. So we're seeing a move, but then there's no flag, and then continuation. Similar to PHIO, so maybe we'll see if it opens up. And these fills are just preposterous.
XTIA.
Oh, that was nice. Oh, that is not nice. Low of that. What was that, 30? 68 for the highs. Holy smokes.
SCIO. CMTL. LATG.
Hey. Four. Man, these fills are eating me alive.
ATPC.
Come on, come on. Give us something here. Ay, ay, ay.
SCIO.
Okay. And okay. We could see a 5 minute pullback here, so I want to be careful of that. And we might be seeing a 5 minute pullback. Hmm, good. My accuracy is in the slums today. Absolute zero, sadly. I mean, this move was pretty decent. Some aggression early could have definitely helped. Not really in sync with the pullback here. Would have definitely been a high starter. If I took my starter, I thought it would have been like a high starter, so I didn't even bother. Was gonna wait, but it held up pretty high for what the 5 minute pullback is there. Will we see the early flush?
ATPC.
27, bit of a higher fill. Let's see. We're seeing the early flush. Will we hold up? It's going to be the key. What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be?
CMTL.
Well, it held up the low of the last. That was good. I'm out too early. And it's gonna go all the way to the moon. Holy smokes. Oh man, what a day. This is, hey, can't complain about this momentum, man. Pastor fumbling. Fumbling the bag. Christ. Oh, that was good. That was good. And what was that? 84. Jeez Louise. The stock is kind of wacky how it moves when it does get going. Tape is a little, one of those type of stocks. There is a seller. We'll see if the order is real. Definitely not real. Right back below. Again, it's a little wacky in some of these areas, but there's still opportunity though. The high is at 16. Son of a gun. All right, I'm gonna have to start to slow down here, sadly. Assessing this move, this is all me. I just didn't trade well here. Having to walk off screen every 2 seconds doesn't help either. Oh. Bills are still wacky. It's just, it moves so weird, man.
EHGO.
Okay. Oh, too late. No. And it's right back down. Not good. Dang, I reacted so slowly to that. Holy smokes. And then it held. Crap. Not bad. 25, 30. It's kind of like a slow grind here. Oh shit. The YouTube screen in depths. 39. It's a little. Oh my gosh, fills. Getting cooked with the fills. Definitely fluctuates very fast. Yeah, I just didn't trade well. There's just nothing more to it. I didn't trade well from the open. I kind of let that opening surge go, being too passive, and just never really got on the offensive. Never got on the offensive, never got into a good rhythm. Depths. Fluctuations. Oh, this is so close. Like, if I can get some of the better fills, then oh my god, holding the trades become easy. It could flush here too. But it's going. Man. Again, like every time buying for 8, I'm filled 820. Out at the lows. Come on. Okay, maybe I get flat and just stop. It's obviously I should have already been up 10 grand by this point, and I'm not. So the writing is as clear as can be on the wall. So the writing is clear. Oh, this is insane, man. What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? Again? Oh, it's madness, man. 860, 870 to halt 86. What a move, what a move. The halt is now at 912. Bro, I'm in the depths here, man. Sadly. Wow. False halt. Just trying again. False halt. Chasing that did not work. 42 for the highs of that candle, back down below the last 20. Time, man. Every time. It might be backside here. We do have daily resistance. If it doesn't get over it, it's possible. At the Titanics. It looks like that might be it. Well, pretty poor day of trading for me. Not good. The other stock, by the way, is moving up. Can we get halted up? I'm holding so well. Let's just see what happens. I'm holding really close to halt up. Small size, anyways.
SLRX.
Backside. Well, it doesn't guarantee that it's backside yet, but it definitely looks like it is. We can still retest high of day. It's always possible. Oh man, poor trading. I don't know, from the open, I just, after I was coming in looking to take it just a little easy. I think the moment that I didn't be aggressive towards the opening surge, well, that was like sadly it, which is crazy to say because that's just 1 minute and one trade. But didn't get aggressive there, and then kind of switched between the two stocks for the next like 3-4 minutes following that, and then I just wasn't in any rhythm at all in terms of like range, how high we could go, how low we should go, and then in the middle of it, it was pretty volatile. As in, I'm trying to buy a level and getting filled 15 cents higher, so that didn't help get like building anything, and then just steps. But this is definitely a stock to be up 10K plus, without a doubt. I'd expect at least half the chat room to have done well, even if the other half fumbled. Hopefully the other half at least capitalized. PHIO, not bad. So we'll see how SLRX does here. I don't like to be in halts this close to the level, but I'm just gonna see what it does here. We could get over the highs if it resumes higher and ends up being strong. Resumption time. Actually, let's prep. It's gonna prep APTC. Till 26 and 12 seconds, and then there's
EHGO.
47 for highs. It's crazy stuff. Man. $26 and 12 seconds. So far, it's showing sideways. We'll see how it does. Time, another minute and a half or so. Another 2 minutes. EHIO, tragic, man, tragic. 1 minute. SLRX. Ten seconds. We're at 19.
SLRX.
Holy smokes. I sold into the dip. Wow. Well, that's tragic. Adds to the tally of this crazy day. Oh my gosh. Wow.
SLRX.
What was that low? To 02. It dips to 02. And where did I get fill? Break even, perhaps? God. Bro, that is sad. I'm out at 12. Oh my goodness. That's epic. Day trading. How I love you so much. Wow. PHIO actually curled up a fair amount. Definitely worth keeping an eye on if it keeps going. $2,000 gone in the blink of an eye. What I'm thinking on that resumption is if it does open up lower, which it did, or sideways and then dip, I'll try to cut it quickly and then buy the dip, like back down 5, below 5 perhaps, and maybe sell back at the halt level or higher. But I mean, that was like instant. The only way for me to have captured that was just to like hold through to see what it would do, which wasn't my plan. So I'd only do that if we resume higher at like 35. Then, there's distance between my entry and the halt level, so the risk is less. Didn't stand a chance. That is pretty strong though. Usually at a $5 stock, you won't see a dollar move like that. Usually like 30 cents, 50 cents, hotter market like 60 cents, and then a dip, and then maybe it tries again.
EHGO.
Bro, what? How do I lose 10 cents in a 3-cent spread? And then miss the trade here. Bro, what's going on today? Are they trying to play me? Is that what this is? Maybe that's what this is. Low 20. PHIO seems like it's still like trying here. That's crazy. Resumption again. It's gonna be, what's that, 31 or 30, 27, 31. Yeah, 31, and then 30 seconds.
CMTL.
I mean, it's the second halt up. I'll try, but you definitely want to capitalize early. Hopefully, there's a good dip this time. If not, then the train, if it just like teleports higher, then the train has already left the station. About a minute. About a minute. I got 720, but yeah, I do remember there being levels around like 630, like a bunch of topping wicks, which I didn't map out any of those. The volume on those days a little lighter, but for sure, we'll see how it does. 30 seconds or so. Ten seconds, 623. Can we get a dip? Can we get a dip? Can we get a dip? Oh, I'm gonna get a high fill. Oh my god. Great trade, not so great execution. See, this day is a red day. It's like every single thing is going against me. It's possible. In the slums.
EHGO.
Okay, I think this is where I'll call it. Red 1K. Not a great day. Actually, let's see. Red 1K. Not a great day. The red 1K doesn't matter. What matters today is the opportunity lost. Red shirt, usually green day. Today, not the case, now that I'm thinking about it. Red shirt has me in the depths. 7 for the highs, 70 for the lows, $1.30 range. The candlestick is fighting, so perhaps there's a chance. Nine. Not nada. Yeah, backside, perhaps, could be. Again, PHIO though is still fighting almost a bit of an ABCD. Yeah, I think I'll walk. I think I'll walk and then come back tomorrow. Again, it's like the day is the opportunity to be up 10 grand has already came and went. Will there be another opportunity to be up 10 grand? I mean, probably not, right? There might be scraps left. And the scraps is more risky. This is where you start to see haircuts happening on the day. So what a day. What a day.
CNTL.
Definitely a good day to review. But I mean, there's been 100 days like this, so that's what I'm saying. At the there's nothing to blame other than me not trading well. Like there's just nothing more to it. Got to be able to recognize if the stock was hot relative to how you performed on the stock. If there's a stock that goes from 2 to 10 and gave all the setups that you know and love, you got to ask yourself if you traded well. If you didn't, then you have to be better the next day, right? That's simple. Forget the fills, forget anything like that. SLRX. All right. I'll be back later, perhaps. Maybe at Power Hour if something else happens to be good. But shutting it down early, taking the 1K loss. At the very least, we kept it somewhat tight. It could have always been worse. Could have been down 5 grand or something. But better break even and scratch than super red. But definitely on a day like this, there's no excuse. So I'm definitely just a little bit salty here that I'm not big green, but all part of the deal. All part of the deal. Sadly, this is not the first time. I would hope it's the last time, but we'll see. So for those of you who are watching on, be sure to hit the thumbs up. I'll be back tomorrow again around 9 a.m. And hopefully we see a day just as hot as this that offers just as much opportunities, if not more.
EHG
Because
on.
this is a scalper's dream. But alright, shutting it down, leaving here with my sanity before I gain FOMO. I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe, stay green. Tomorrow again. And there'll be a recap today.